There was a Reddit post that happened last week where customers of the game Fall Guys, which just went free to play, were saying they're having issues when it comes to previewing items they could purchase. What was happening is they would click on the item, and instead of showing a preview or showing a warning that or saying, "Oh, if you want to purchase this, you click OK," it would just purchase the item automatically without any kind of warning that you're purchasing. So, and this was equally frustrating to players because there was no way to preview the item without. I think it was you couldn't even preview the item without clicking it. So they would click to preview the item, and instead it would just purchase instead with no warning whatsoever. This was compounded because when they would go and complain to a Mediatonic, the people who make Fall Guys, they would claim no responsibility, saying, "Hey, you clicked it, you bought it, that's it, you're done." And then a day later, I guess people complained enough to Epic, who owns Mediatonic, about what their issue was, and I believe what they decided was to refund everybody, and then they're gonna offer them a free skin that looks like a penis. Is that what happened? Yeah. So, yeah. Technically, everything's fine now, but we decided to talk about this because basically, Zero, this is a tactic we were kind of afraid of to start happening at certain times. We didn't think it was going to be Mediatonic who would be doing this. We thought it would be a scummy kind of developer who would try and shy away from going around, let's say, a console barrier that would say, "Hey, we're about to use your credit card to purchase this. Is this okay?" But because of this was on PC, it was circumvented. Is that what happened?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if console wasn't affected, but I'll take it from what I was reading in the Fall Guys Reddit that it seemed that consoles weren't affected by this issue.
Yeah.
That it was strictly just a PC thing. So, but yeah, just ultimately it was just someone would just go, "Hey, that skin looks interesting," from seeing the little icon in the store, and click on it to try to take a closer look at it, not knowing that by clicking on it, that it literally did the purchase. And what further compounded the issue was just the fact that the Mediatonic customer service agents were extremely rude about this.
Yeah.
Because there were reports just constantly coming out of the Fall Guys subreddit, just of people going, "Yeah, so I think there's a bug in the store. I was clicking on an item to look at it, and I didn't see any sort of confirmation prompt or anything, but all of a sudden, I got a notice that I purchased this game. Could you please look into this?" And then the customer service agent would just come back with a really shitty reply. It went something to the tune of, "Oh, well, duh, dingus, you bought it. The system's working as intended. You're just an idiot. No refunds. Go fuck yourself."
Yeah.
Is essentially how the emails came off. And yeah, just and I know we had all mused about it in my Discord server and everything that Tim Sweeney of Epic Games hates it when Epic is put into a bad spotlight. Oh, yeah. So it was, we were just kind of just musing to ourselves going, "Oh yeah, it's going to be likely that something is going to give, and this is going to turn around and do a 180 so fast."
Yeah. Tim Sweeney specifically hates looking anti-consumer and predatory because he's been on a crusade against Apple saying how predatory they are to developers. So he does not want to look like somebody who's pulling those same types of tactics that, let's say, that Apple was using on them. So, yeah, the minute that I saw this controversy, I think people on our Discord pretty much said, "Yeah, just wait until someone texts Tim Sweeney about it, and then this will get changed." And sure enough, I think that's exactly what happened. I don't think he outwardly said, "I'm going to take care of this." I think basically he got enough of a whiff of what was going on called Mediatonk and said, you're fixing this, so fix it now. And essentially that's what happened. I'm surprised that a big developer had this issue, because even in smaller games, they have warnings, they have confirmations, and they have things, or if they, even if it's one press of a button and it's a purchase, they would say something on the store itself. Like, my nephew is playing Stumble Guys. Okay, do you know what Stumble Guys is?
No.
Okay, Stumble Guys is basically Fall Guys, but it's free to play and it's on Steam. That's it. That's all it is. It's just Fall Guys, essentially. And with the Steam platform, when you want to purchase, let's say, microcurrency, you still have to go through the Steam authorization thing in order to make a purchase. So you're given warnings that, hey, you're about to make a purchase. Are you sure about this? And it's baked into the system. I don't understand how, basically on Epic's side, that I thought there was these warnings and these things, these authorizations that happened. So I don't get how. I specifically remember with Magic the Gathering that there were, unless that was just on Magic the Gathering servers.
I believe you have to implement it in game. Is the issue, and at least from what what I'm understanding from the situation is, when they decided to move the game over to Epic and then transition the game into free to play, I guess they didn't really build out a purchase confirmation function, and it was just kind of, hey, store's already up, so whatever, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
And no one, I'm assuming maybe someone didn't test it and go, hey, let's make sure the store functions as intended when we go free to play. And I think that's probably what maybe kicked off this whole mess.
Yeah. I mean, this is just basically a lesson of get your processes up correctly as you should, because it just sounds like I'm gonna be charitable to Mediatonic. It sounds like they thought they had those processes up, and when it turned out that's not true, they kind of just doubled down and said, "No, we got it. We don't have an issue. You're clearly wrong. Go pound sand," And then when someone finally got to, let's say, the higher up and said, "No, you have an issue here. You need to fix it," is when it finally got fixed. So, yeah, there's really not much to say about this other than, God, you might want to make sure those things are set up beforehand when you turn your game free to play. And I'm surprised this wasn't an issue for the first 2 weeks, because this was 2 weeks after it went free to play, right? Because I thought this would be something that would have been an instant issue.
Yeah, I'm assuming there was probably something neat or a unique costume that came about, and that's what got people going into the store.
Oh.
So I'm assuming that was probably the catalyst, that just people may have saw a unique skin at the store and were just like, hey, I want to check this out. And then all of a sudden, oh shit, I bought it? What the hell? Yeah. I didn't get a confirmation prompt. What the shit?
Yeah. I don't have anything more to add to this other than, yeah, that's pretty shitty, and it's good that they fixed it, but it shouldn't have been there in the first place. So, yeah.
Yeah, that, and they should have trained their customer service agents better, because literally just telling off your customer base going, no, fuck you, you guys are idiots, that's not really a good look.
I mean, that's not exactly what they said, but I get the tone.
Essential gist of it, yeah.
It was the tone of, nah, you fucked up then, is pretty much what they said. And with customer service, as much as I've learned in customer service, if someone's complaining, and it literally takes a button press to just reverse the situation, press the damn button. It is basically what you do. So,
and I mean, if there are a whole bunch of cases, just tell tell the person, yo, okay, that's interesting. I'll forward this ticket up to be investigated, and just we'll see what's going on.
Yeah.
Just blanket flat out denying and just say, well, the system is working as intended. You're just an idiot. Bye.
Yeah.
Not a great way of doing things.
Yeah.